Well, I'm here at Axum Park in city of Axum Park, actually in Denver, Colorado. This is an amazing park. Look at here. The basketball court is the flag of Tigray. Here, the other side of the court, it's amazing. Big up Denver, Colorado. These people are taking everything to the next level, honestly. There we go. So you guys find a basketball court. Wow. Here you have it. Hi everybody, I'm here in Denver, Colorado. Actually we're in Axum Park. Wa'ala 2026. Actually just today was the last day. I'm here with my brother Hayal of Dadise. He's actually one of the top leadership who actually behind the backbone of Wa'ala. And now of course TPS, Tigrayan Professional Network. Hayal, thank you for giving me the chance to say a few words. How was the weekend, man? What was your take in Wa'ala 2026 in Denver?
Absolutely. Howard, Danny, thank you for this opportunity. I do want to first start off by thanking Ambassador Johannes for creating this amazing park that we have right now. To be able to establish a groundbreaking park in the heart of Denver, it's really rare. And for Tigray to be able to do that, we're forever grateful to him and all the work that he's done. And so my name is Highland Tadessa, and I've had the privilege and honor to help found Tigray Communities Forum, the Wa'ala itself, as well as the co-founder and previous chair for TPN. And as I think about, to your question, what we witnessed here in Denver, initially I want to first start off by thanking Melity, Axum, and the entire team for really establishing a really connected community here, and having a vision of what it really looks like to have a little Tigray here, which is one of the vision and mission of Wa'ala. And to me, this weekend really exemplified that. And initially, actually, our first Wa'ala event ever was here in Denver. And to be able to come here 7 or so years later to help with the groundbreaking, help raise the funds that they need, even though they've already done a tremendous amount of job raising over $5 million, but for Wa'ala to be a part of that, to contribute and help continue to raise more funds so that they can have this incredible community center that they've been envisioning. And so to me, this weekend really exemplified what it means for us as a community to come together, how we can raise enough funds, how we could be self-sufficient. And we had actually Mela and Mr. Gabriel also here to really show us what it looks like, what is the blueprint of how we can be engaged in the politics, how we can be better professionals and what have you. But what I really like about what happened here in Denver is us coming together, supporting this community. We had a lot of individuals outside of Denver come here to be a part of this event. And to me that shows, one, the community is connected. It is united, despite what others may be saying. Two, it shows the power of a collective group and what it means to be a community. And then finally, what I really enjoyed about this particular weekend was how the youth was engaged, involved. They showed up, they were involved. Actually, earlier this afternoon, I was at a networking event, and there were about 40 to 50 young Tigray professionals that came together to connect, to talk to each other, to give guidance and mentorship to each other, and talk about a shared career experience that they can learn from each other. So to me, this collective community coming together exemplifies the mission and the vision of what Wa'ala is, which is a united Tigray in diaspora, thinking about economic development, thinking about community development, how we can support each other, investing in the youth and empowering the youth. And the last thing that I really enjoyed about this week is how our women leaders showed up. Oftentimes in our community, our women are behind the scene. And what Denver was able to exemplify is when you give them a chance to lead, there's power in that. Absolutely. And they came together and they showed us the blueprint of what we can do through a united front. And so I'm thrilled and pleased that we were able to come back to Denver to witness this event, to see the seeds that were planted for that tree to grow, and now it's flourishing. And so it's been a remarkable weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you said it all. I mean, I've been coming to Wa'ala for the past 5 years. It's a firework, by the way. So every Wa'ala has its own, specialty.
Yes.
But I mean, Denver 2026 will be like exceptional.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so going, what's a vision that we're looking? I mean, we're mainly working in Wala,
Yeah.
and new leadership, and I mean, just for our audience,
Yes.
what is expected from Wala? What our community should expect from Wala, and you can plug in, 2027 as well. And I just want to give you guys express on that.
I think the vision and the forward thinking is we created a plan several years ago, Little Tigray 24. And it's all about how do we continue to invest in our community, how do we continue to come together as a group, combine our capital, our energy, our resources, our intellect, all of the learnings that we have here, and how do we move together in a united front. So as I think about where is the future of Wala, is to continue that mission. But at the same time, we're hearing feedback, we're learning, and figuring out how do we revitalize, how do we continue to do things better and better from a continuous perspective. So what you can expect from Wala is transparency and accountability. We want to show our community what we are doing and show them exactly what it takes, as well as the financials that are raised here, so we can be transparent, it's auditable, and we want to provide that to you because we think trust is central for our community to move together. Because there's a tendency to have a little bit of trust in our community. And I think and also as we continue to move forward, is how do we invest in other communities that need this? How do we bring leaders from different parts of the U.S., Canada, as well as other parts, wherever our Tigaros are, continue to bring them a united front so that we can continue to educate and empower our community. So for us is now how do we leverage and harness the power of this collective body that we come together. And now we're thinking about what's next is Houston. Houston is excited, is energized, and we announced it yesterday that they have now the flag to be able to host the next Wala. So our goal now is how do we take the energy from here, the learnings from here, deploy it as quickly as we can in Houston so that the community in Houston can benefit and can learn from this as well. I think the other things that we want to continue to do is through TPN is continue to invest in scholarship. But we think it's really important to invest in our young, in our youth, to raise as much funds as we possibly can and continue to invest in them as early as we possibly can. Continue to host the summer programs that we did in Atlanta, that we do across the U.S. as well. And again, continue to provide that mentorship, that professional development guidance that our youth really, really needs. And so for me, it's really thinking about that collective body. How do we come together? And if most of you are not aware, Northbridge Connect, it's about how do we invest together as well? How do we take our shared wallet, combine that, and figure out how do we support our local businesses? How do we invest in the young entrepreneurs that are thinking about creating a startup? So our idea is to continue to drive that mission of 1, economic development, 2, geopolitical strength by bringing our community together, but also identifying young leaders who are interested in politics. And we're seeing that a lot across the states, and we've seen examples of these young individuals that are stepping up. So how do we invest in that? Because it's really important for us to have that. And then finally, it's really that community. Right? The community can only work when we come together. And whether it was Melody, whether it was Mr. Gobru, others have mentioned yesterday, it's one thing to construct a building, but it takes a community for that real building to thrive. Yeah. It is the people within that building that truly create the transformation. It's not that structure itself. So for us is to drive that connectedness, because we have to realize the only way we're going to be powerful and continue to transform our community and for our voices to be heard is for us to be leading how we can.
Yeah, you said it all, man. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you say, being in leadership, I mean, that's the result of the community. Yes. And that's very important that you touched on. I mean, last thing, if you want to say a few words, what you just observed this weekend, any encouragement other communities, whether in Canada or US, yeah. I mean, if you could say a few words on that, we could conclude our discussion right now. We're just doing a quick cut. Yeah. But I told you earlier, Melita, we're going to do a bigger one. We're going to have different panel stuff about Wala. Yes. But just right now, we're just doing a little short, because I was so excited over the weekend, yes. Man. It was amazing. So so I just wanted to say a few words on that. Yeah. And we can conclude. Bro.
Yeah, I think for me, first I do want to thank the Denver community for their hospitality. I leave energized. I leave inspired. Being able to see what it truly can become, as what Little Tigray really means. I think Denver proved that this weekend. And so I'm leaving inspired. I'm leaving encouraged, energized to figure out how do we continue to propel and allow this ripple effect to continue to translate to other parts of our community as well. And I also want to encourage you all. Our call to action is this can only work if we're all in the game, right? Sometimes we have a tendency to sit on the sideline and give constructive feedback, albeit, and sometimes not constructive feedback. But I think for me is the call to action is get involved in any way that you can. Sign up to volunteer, be a part of these organizations, be a part of TPN, or be a part of your local community and help support their mission and vision, whether it is through your voice, whether it's through volunteering, providing your time, or if you have some capital, also providing capital, because it's really going to take all of us coming together to be able to have that shared vision. And for us, if we can be united here, my message to all of those who may be watching this is if we're united here, then we are the bridge to Tigray back home. Because the only way our Tigray back home can really thrive is we are the ones that are going to have to go back and solve it. As Obama once said, we are the heroes that we've been waiting for. We don't need, Superman or all these other heroes to come and save the day. We can be those heroes. And so for us, is if we can be better here and come together as a community, just imagine the bridge that we're going to be able to create and build to be able to go back home and continue to rebuild Tigray in the vision and the mission that we inspire for it to be.
Oh, man, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Hayalom, for, I know it's getting dark, we'll just finish our event. But, I hope to see you, we chat more often, and
Yes,
thank you for everything you do, man.
Thank you.
All right? This is your fruit, by the way. The fruit of your work. I mean, what you're seeing is, but you gotta take the credit because your leadership is immense, and thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, we are here at the city of Aksum Park. We just concluded the third day of Wa'ala 2026, Denver, Colorado. What an amazing event. I am here with the mastermind and the architect of this event, my sister Aksum. And Aksum was born and raised in the city, and I just I have no word to talk about, to describe her. But Aksum, thank you for coming, and I know you had a busy, crazy day, and even you can't even speak. I know that, but thank you for giving me the chance to have a few minutes interview. So Aksum, I just want to say, as I said, it was the most. I saw Wa'ala to the next level. As you see me, I've been in a lot of Wa'alas, but all of them have their own beauty and success story. And then this one was, it exceeded my expectation, honestly. It made the people and the stuff that you guys have done is just really crazy. And I'm proud of you. Congratulations for all the hard work you put in. First, I want to say who's Aksum. I just for our audience that doesn't know you, you just say a few words about yourself.
Sure. My name is Aksum Teklu, and I live here in Denver, Colorado. Was raised here most of my life. Currently, I'm the assistant director of the Tigray community of Colorado, and honestly, I've been, volunteering with the community for years, since I was probably in my early 20s, probably. And I also studied environmental policy, environmental health. So that's kind of what I do in my 9 to 5 when I'm not focused on the community. I have my parents, my wonderful sister Saba, my wonderful parents that, I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for them.
Great community,
That's it.
great friends, I know it.
Yes,
You guys are all
strong
like
family, strong community. I feel very, very lucky to live here in Denver and to be surrounded by Tagaru. I mean, growing up surrounded by Tigrayans in church, in communities, in events, in galas, goilas, everything. So actually I found it very weird when later I realized, there are people outside of the Tigrayan community that I'm just not interacting with. I think I was kind of in this bubble, which I enjoyed, right? I loved it. It made me love my community more. But yeah, I was just surrounded by Tagaru, and I think it made me who I am today.
You know what? I just noticed that you just get to the flag, but I feel like I'm stepping on it. So some people can be very sensitive.
Oh, I know.
But I just We are here in a beautiful
if you
basketball court here
I know.
at Houston Park. Come over here. It's okay. So yeah, we can talk like this. Have that conversation. So I just can you see us a bit darker?
You're darker.
Come this over here a little bit. Yeah. So Axel, tell me, where did you come to drive the things that you do in the community? Like, you know, I know you came from, you know, a family of volunteering, working for community. I know your mom and dad, the whole family. And I know that could be another factor, but the stuff that you do, I witness you from Dallas and from Chicago, and so I'm just so consistent in what you do. I just want to say, what is the community? Like, you know, can the community, the sense of community work, I feel like, you know, that driving you. It's a voluntary work. We're running for like 5-6 years and doing this stuff. So can you just tell me about that?
Yeah, that's a great question. What does community mean to me? Honestly, the first word that comes, what I think about is when you have community, you feel like you're never alone. So I feel like when you have community, you just feel like you have support everywhere you go, every which way. You can lean on someone, and you can celebrate with community as well. So, but to me, community, I feel like, is greater than oneself, right? So I think that's a big part for me, is I think focusing beyond myself, focusing on the greater good, on the greater community, especially the Tigrayan community here in Denver, and then eventually expanded to Tigrayans nationally in the diaspora, and of course always Tigray. But yeah, I think when I started my volunteering and just witnessing the work in community here in Denver by the elders, that really shaped me. But seeing what we could do here in Denver, I think everyone always would look to Denver. We were always such a strong community. And so when I saw that everyone kind of looked to Denver a bit, and then I saw the opportunity for Tigray back in 2019, 2020, and was approached with other youth as well to join on this cause of
Where are you guys
bringing together Tigray nationally. So not just focusing on your own community in your city, but how do we connect this network of communities nationally across North America. And so I just thought that was a great opportunity to, number one, exchange information, exchange knowledge, exchange lessons, lean on each other, and just even connect more, right? I think Tigray has been an amazing opportunity to connecting to that outside of Denver. It's amazing that even here today, throughout this weekend, the amount of Tigray that came from out of state, you know, the whole focus of Tigrayan this weekend was to fundraise for the community center, building the community center from the ground up for Colorado, and seeing people from out of state, right? They don't live here, but they flew here, they bought tickets.
I saw people from Sweden and Australia and all of that.
Look, I didn't even get a chance to meet those people, but individuals who made the time and effort and even spent the money to get here. And then even when they get here, they donate towards the cause, and they don't even live here. I think it really speaks volumes to how important it is and how connected Tigaru are and how they know the importance of having community centers and just the strength of community in different areas. So we always say that this isn't just the home of Denver Tigaru, but this is the home for all Tigaru. Anytime you can come to Denver or come to Colorado, you'll know exactly where you can go and where you can call home once we have this building set up. So yeah, this is not just our project here locally, but it's everyone's project, and we really, really felt that this weekend.
That's right, exactly what I was gonna say. I feel that, you know, belongingness. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not just here to celebrate, a community in Denver, Colorado, but it's just to serve my own community, like, you know. But I also said, I thought earlier to Melita, I know I said it boldly. You guys are setting a higher standard what community needs, honestly, like a standard that's like really high. And I also see that you guys are in a higher mission. I mean, It's not only about building a building, but I see way beyond that. So, I saw, we witness military. You have a rising congressman within the community, Melak. That's another. And I also will see. I'm hoping that there's going to be a lot of things that coming out from this community, and I would hope other Tigrayan community or North America will follow this, right? But with that said, I just want to say, what was the project is huge, what you guys been doing. I just want to say a message for other communities that it's already, you guys have so much in inspiration story, but if you just want to say final message to other communities, and then I think we can conclude on that. But I keep saying to Hayelong, to Melita, we're going to have a panel discussion virtually, but this is just a quick, a little bit taste what we had over the weekend.
That's great. So, I guess the final message I have for all the Tigrayan communities across the globe is it's not easy. There's going to be great days, and then there's going to be days that are really, really tough and make you reconsider what you're doing, and you feel like you want to give up. But then I just advise that you take a moment, take a breather, and just remember why. Just remember the why of what you're doing, and also just remember that it's not just a one-time thing. Whatever you're doing, it's an impact for years to come, for generations to come. It's bigger than us. So yeah, I would just say, even when it gets hard, just remember it's going to be all worth it in the end. And that's how we're feeling, even just this weekend, right? It was really, really tough at times, but here we are at the final day, and I'm just feeling like all that hard work, all the volunteers that contributed so many hours setting up, breaking down, just even during the event, I've been amazed by the Denver youth, the Denver elders, everyone in the Denver community. And then even we had volunteers from out of state. They came and volunteered. So just remember that you're not alone in this. We're all here together, and let's lean on each other, and we can accomplish something really, really big.
Amazing. Honestly, when I see people like you, it gives me a lot of hope. Honestly, I mean, I get even very emotional when and just it's just I see a lot of hope in our people. What we went through as a people of the Tigray, we cannot. We will overcome it. I believe on that, and that's example why I just witnessed over the weekend. I just want to say, on behalf of some of my friends, I came here. I want to say thank you to you, to your team, the community, Denver, for you guys, embracing us with an open arm. This is home here for me, and I want to say just thank you to Denver, Colorado for this beautiful, beautiful event, and for you guys have given us a beautiful young people like Aksum, and of course a lot of them. Thank you so much, Aksum.
Of course. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for all the support.
Thank you. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. Hi everybody, I'm here in Denver, Colorado for Wa'ala 2026 with my dear sister, the leader of the Tigray community in Denver, Melita. Hey Melita, how you doing?
I'm wonderful, how are you?
It's an honor.
Thank you for being here, being in Denver, thank you for supporting us.
It's an honor and a privilege to be here, to be honest. What I have witnessed the past 3 days, just beyond humanitarian, I can't wait to tell my folks back in Canada. So let's just get Melita, you just send me a little bit of white.
So, as you said, my name is Melita. I've been the president of the Tigray community for a little over 4 years now, 4.5 years. I have the privilege of being able to run the community here and bring to fruition this amazing project. We're building a 16,000 square foot community center from the ground up. This really beautiful building is going to have a teaching kitchen. It has a beautiful venue for events and things. It has a cafe, a Tigray cafe. We have a marketplace. We have just really amazing conference space and classrooms for Tigrigna classes and other classes. So I have the privilege of leading this effort for my community, and you guys to support it. We broke ground yesterday, actually.
Yes,
It was so fun. You were there. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
I love it. Well, I mean, some of the stuff I know, I've been following you since you took the leadership here, and which is you've been a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And not only that for the community, but you've been a model for the Tigrayan community in North America.
Thank you.
Good work, some sort of, and your leadership role is really noticed. Ms. Wilson, what's community?
Oh my God, community is everything to me. So my father was actually one of the original founders of the community. So on that the first forms that we have with the city when they registered the community organization, there were 4 people, and my dad was one of them. And he made sure that we were just very, very close to our culture. And I think for me, it made all the difference in my life. I saw, my story is probably similar to many others. They're doing fireworks for us. So you hear fireworks too. We celebrate our last day. It's perfect timing. But in my household, my family kept me close to the culture, and they gave my brother a little more freedom. He wasn't asked for, and we saw the difference. Like my life went in one direction, and my brother's went in a different direction. So when I reflect on that, I know that community is literally what can save your life. And so it was very personal for me. So through the genocide and after the genocide, well, we're still suffering, but. One thing I saw was how bad our community was hurting, and I knew the solution was community. I knew that if we can somehow bring everybody closer together again, that we'll get through it in that way. The people are our medicine. We are the medicine. So that's what community is to me. It's healing, it's joy, it's also being together with faith, but it's just the key for everything.
That's amazing. Well, by the way, I just want to say, he's here. We're here in a beautiful park. Iconic Action Park. You can hear the fireworks.
I'm telling you, this is fun.
I know we're the last day of the event, so I just wanted to let our audience know. I want to say, what is the secret behind the success of this game?
I'll tell you what I believe is the secret to our success. There has to be something that makes everything gel together. Because even as Tagaru, we're very diverse. Our backgrounds, our political backgrounds, our expectations, our experience is still very diverse. How do you bring all of these people together? For me, it was the biggest thing I can tell you was making sure that everyone felt like they belonged. And that's really all we want. We all want to feel like we belong. So making space for people who have different opinions, making space for people who have different ideas, making that gel and making sure everyone feels like they have a place. For me, it was creating like that sense of belonging. Because in America, we all have had different experiences. And sometimes we think one experience is better or more deserving than another. But at the end of the day, we all are Tagaru, and we have to make this space for everybody. So for us, it was making sure that we find like the common ground, making sure everybody feels like they belong.
Well, I know we're gonna have a bigger setting. I'm gonna have a big discussion with you because right now
absolutely.
I just grab you in your busy schedule.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't just do without interviewing you. But I just want to say, if you want to give a last comment, just to the audience or even to other communities within Canada or the US.
I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to all of the communities in the diaspora because honestly, the way everyone showed up for us for this wildlife, people came from Australia, from Canada, from all over to help us. This building, it's a $6 million construction project. So, fortunately, we already own the land, so we didn't have to incur that cost again. But $6 million, and the final stretch for us was $700,000. The rest we were able to sort of, bring together in different ways, like really scrappy ways. We have a bank loan, we have other small community loans and things like that, some fundraising, but that was the last stretch. And the way everybody showed up for us, I have nothing but gratitude for Tagaru, all in the diaspora. Thank you for believing in us. We really do see the Tigray community in Colorado as a lighthouse for Tagaru all over the world and in the diaspora. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. And please come back next year and see this incredible project. We've done a really good job, I think, of listening to the community. So all of Tigray is included in the design and the different elements. And we think you're going to be really impressed. And we want to share that. We want to share our secrets. We have what we're calling the blueprints for community. So you can figure out, how do you get grants? What kind of registrations do you need? Where do you look? How do you do a grant application? How did we answer? We have literal, answers to how we applied for grants and what resonated with funders. And we want to share all of that with you. We don't want anyone to start from scratch. Why? When we've done it, we did it successfully. So I have nothing but gratitude. Thank you for your love. I really love Tagaro. It's like everything. It means everything to me. So thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, by the way, I just want to say one last thing. I mean, this community has been setting the bar higher, higher. Now you guys are having another congresswoman. Yes! That's another big thing. I mean, honestly, what can I say about you, about Denver, Colorado? I mean, the hospitality that we got the past 3 days, honestly. So thank you to leadership and the team that was working. Thank you. I'm thankful for you guys, and thank you for. But I hope soon I'm gonna get you in our podcast, NABRANA podcast.
I would love to.
And I will try to. Thank you so much.
I will appreciate you.
Mike.
Trey up. Singing. Sisha, go.
Whoa. Ulit na ito yan. Dani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tigrigna,